What's up everyone, my name is Jesse, this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time, and today is kind of a random video, kind of like a bonus video that no one asked for except for me. None of these are requested, so yeah. Let's talk about what's kind of happening here. This is Final Fantasy XIV. We have March of the Moogles, and then we have the Easter theme Papaya from the channels Mega D and Hero Pond Man Music. Is that a Xenoblade reference? Wow, this feels weird. I usually look at this side and see who requested it, but it's no one. The reason these videos are happening is because I just did my 80th video of 14 a couple days ago, and I bring it up every now and then. Like, I'm kind of overdue for like some weird bad songs from 14. It doesn't really happen too often. There is one like infamous song I don't really like, which was, I keep forgetting. It had to do with like Amarant or something like that. I don't know if that was called Immortal Instance or if I'm confusing that with another one. Either way, since the beginning of time of doing 14 videos, I've always heard of Papaya. It's never been requested, so I'm taking it upon myself to ruin my own day. But maybe, who knows, maybe these songs are cool. The March of the Moogles one's only 40 seconds long, so I don't know. This is just more for fun. And I don't know if these are purposely bad or if people just don't like them. And I'm going to laugh if I end up liking them, but we'll see. This thumbnail is wild. We're going to start off with March of the Moogles, which is 40 seconds long. And my only guess here is that at least the Moogle motif is in there. Anyways, we're going to start off with March of the Moogles. This is on the official soundtrack too, by the way. So this is like a song. I think that was the best song I've heard from 14 so far, out of all of them. The rest are kind of crappy compared. You know what this reminds me of? That there's really not much I can say here. It's obviously a joke song, but this reminds me of when I did the April Fool's series of songs, and people sent me just like this utter garbage. Like Crazy Bus. They sent me like Resident Evil something and some other just nonsense. Well, obviously we can't really take it as like a serious thing. It's more of like what I'm getting from this is like some silly dumb event or a cutscene or something. And if I had to guess, just drunk Moogles or something. I don't know. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like a mead? I don't know. I don't really have nothing to say to that one. That was just obviously what I would have to imagine be like Soken's sense of humor, right? I've heard Lahi or what was it? Civilizations, which again wasn't really a joke song. Like the real song is pretty neat, but he seems to be kind of like a troll type of character himself. So let me know what the hell's going on here, but that was one of the shortest songs ever. This one is 5 minutes though, and this one, you know, honestly, first of all, is it called Papaya or is it pa-paya? And then also, I've been hearing this name since like the beginning of me doing reactions. I started doing 14 reactions within like the first week of me doing these, and immediately people were talking about papaya. So this is a long time coming, but no one officially requested it. So maybe it's, I don't know what to expect here, because people also told me that what Angel Wakes Me was like a bad, annoying song, and that song was cool. I didn't mind it. I'm guessing since you guys play these games for hours and hours and hours, maybe they loop a lot, maybe they got redundant. But we'll actually finally find out if this song actually sucks or your opinion sucks. This is Papaya. We get footage. Cool. From the channel Mecha D. This is the Easter theme. I did not know that. So today I learned that. So actually, before I get started, are there themed events, Christmas, Halloween, all that stuff? Or is this like an Easter town? Anyways, this is papaya, which is a weird fruit, by the way. Let's go. Immediately, I think it's pretty cool. What's wrong with this? You guys gotta lighten up. I already know it by heart. Oh, no, I don't. I could see though why. I could see why. It probably doesn't even change, but we'll see. This is sick. Wow, look at the waterfall. This place is awesome. What are you guys smoking? We're straight up like jazz soloing back here. Everything's in time, everything's in tune. Oh man, you guys are exaggerating. I wanted bad songs. Oh god. Oh, that's sick! I think you guys underestimate how much, like, I can find good in music. This is dope. I can see the comments now. Yeah, well, you didn't have to hear it for 10 hours straight. Something like that. And then you're like backspacing your comment. So it seems like they took the idea of like a video game Easter egg and just went all out with it. Super jazzy. See how this could be annoying to some people though. Are getting a solo too? Damn, dude. I thought this was gonna be like a repeated dumb loop. You guys have to remove yourself from the game sometimes and just enjoy the sounds. What is that called? That little... Ooh. I know it has a name. Also, her voice sounds cool, nice and breathy. This is nowhere near bad. In fact, one of the most memorable songs. I will remember this. I still don't like papayas in real life, though. I like this first-person view. Can you do that in the game? Can you walk in first person, or is this like a camera mod thing? And the key change? Yeah. This reminds me of like right here, when it goes to the solo section, it reminds me of The Doors. And The Doors have amazing music. Yeah, it's not even jarring or anything. It's not even like out of key or anything. Maybe people just don't like to have fun anymore. Was he waving us in? What was that? Better though. I got stuck in this. went all out with this whole Easter thing. Damn. Chocobo. It's funny, if I heard this song back when people were requesting it, I would have never known what that little yellow bird is. Well, I can actually say that that was quite enjoyable. Sorry, I'm like fixing my hair. It's like a knot in it. Jeez. Good Lord. Sorry about that. Okay. You know, I'm kind of disappointed because this is a bonus video, right? It's not in my request log. It's not platinum. It's not nothing. It's just kind of a couple of years of curiosity, but also a relevant thing because I just asked. I've asked a couple of times, and I don't remember what answers I've received, but I've asked a couple of times, you know, what are some bad songs in 14? Because everyone praises 14, right? If you're watching this, you're obviously a big fan of 14, and you'll probably at some point ask me to play this game or something, you know? And apparently they just had an update, like recently they changed their graphics or something. And I do remember I think like at least 2-3 times total out of the 80, now 81 of the 14 songs I've heard. There's been times where I just don't vibe with it. Something's off. I don't remember all of them, but there's always one that always comes to mind, which was the first time I didn't like something. So I don't want to say the wrong name, but it was definitely, I do remember it was definitely like Amarant or something. It was a dungeon, and it was like brown, and then you end up in space. That song just like did nothing for me. I should like rehear it because I haven't heard it since that day. Like maybe my opinion changed, but I just remember it did nothing. It just was just noise to me. And it's funny because, you know, I always get the comment all the time like, "Oh, you need context." Of course, I had context, and it's still like, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. But I've always asked, or sometimes I ask him, like, you know, what are some actual bad songs that you consider, like, either in the community or for yourself? And Papaya always came up. Papaya always came up. March of the Moogles came up a couple times. There was one called Smile, which I thought about putting in here, but that's brand new, and I can't do brand new unless it's officially released, so can't do that one. I wonder if there's any more, but Papaya is definitely always one that came up all the time. All the time. I already forgot what the first one sounded like. I just removed that from my brain. Obviously, it's a control thing. This, though, didn't really give me any of those vibes of like troll, meant to be funny or anything. I just think, I mean, to me, it seems very on brand with Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasies that I've played, which are 7, 8, and 9, and Remake and Rebirth, there's always this underlying, like, silly, dumb humor. Either a character or something. You know, the Chocobos are kind of like a comic relief. The Moogles. What else? You know? One of the craziest enemies in the series is this little frog lizard with a knife. Whatever that is. I don't even know what the hell. What are they called? Oh, God. I'm trying to blink. I'm totally drawing a blank on what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna drive me crazy not knowing what it's called. But either way, like, there's this humor, you know, and it's like totally part of it. So I didn't see anything like, or I didn't hear anything too out of the norm here. Plus, it just sounded good, you know? So I'm kind of disappointed in that people actually don't like that. But I can totally see where something like that would get annoying. And my only guess would be that, first of all, the loop is pretty small. It changes a couple of times, but it was really just like 2 verses and yeah, I think it was like just 2 verses and maybe a solo section. And I'm guessing that probably loops nonstop. And that could be good or bad, because I have a feeling maybe you potentially liked it at the beginning and then just grew to phase it out. For example, I remember for my episode 800, I did Torn from the Heavens. and I was like super like in love with that song. I thought it was really cool, and I think uh, the way they merged it with like a Nier song, which is my favorite Nier song, was also really cool. But I saw a lot of comments were like, "Oh, we hear the song all the time," so you kind of forget about it. And I think that's the thing too. Like if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in this game, and you probably forgot about some of the stuff that got you into the game. So maybe this video will be like a reminder that this song is actually pretty decent, and you know, in rotation and in moderation, it's probably really cool. I enjoyed it. I thought that was cool. It was full of jazzy swing. Her voice is really nice. I think that might have been the same vocalist from What Angel Wakes Me, I think. I love the keyboard on it. It sounded like the Doors. Catchy, you know. It just probably plays a lot, and that's what my guess is. Or is the standard for 14 music so high that this is considered bad when something has to be considered bad by default? You know what I mean? Like, not everything can be perfect and amazing. I wouldn't even go anywhere near as to call this bad, in my honest opinion. So the first one was bad. Yeah, that was definitely like, but it wasn't even a song. It was more like a. It seemed like a cutscene you walk into and then just kind of laugh about it with your friends. It's 40 seconds, but let me know who composed this one. I would have to assume Soken. Does it say here? No. I thought that was awesome. And now I'm curious if there's like Christmas songs and Halloween songs and whatever. It's always something new with Final Fantasy XIV. I wonder what I should do for the 100th song I hear. I can't believe I heard 80 of these damn things. But it's fun to hear still new things. I think that's another reason I like it so much, because it doesn't sound like anything else from 14. Okay, well, that's a cool song. Let me know what your thoughts on this one is, how you've experienced it, have you forgot about it? Are you on the team that likes it? Do you hate it? I'm just very curious, but I thought that song was good. First one, we're just not even gonna talk about. We're not even gonna acknowledge the first one. It was just, I think I enjoyed seeing a Moogle drinking more than the song itself. So, I have no one to thank for these requests. I guess all the commenters in the videos for suggesting it after 2.5 years. But that is March of the Moogles and Papaya from Final Fantasy 14. All right. Thank you to all my patrons you see here. I couldn't be here without them. We'll see you later. Peace out.